Hello, and welcome to this episode of Lash Therapy. I'm Elon Nicole, and today we're going to talk about skin type and eye shape that matters for your clients when you're doing a consultation or skin analysis. You definitely want to look at skin type. I find that there's an association between skin type and hair type. And so we'll talk about that a little bit today. Also with the eye shape, clients have wide set eyes, narrow eyes, sleepy eyes, all kind of different eye shapes, and you don't want to make the eyes look closed. You're supposed to frame the face, frame the eyes, lashes frame the eyes, and so that's what your job is to do, is to frame the eyes as best as possible, so you don't want to make an eye look closed. And so eye shape and skin type, because it relates to hair type, matter in the scheme of things. So when you're considering volume, length, and curl pattern, you want to take all of those into consideration. So have a seat. I noticed that I have a water spot on my shirt, but we're going to do this anyway. I have a client coming, and we're going to talk about some things that maybe you should know. I think she's here. Come on, let's go. Okay, so once I have my SMA set up here, I'm gonna go ahead and look at her lashes. Today, our guest here who will be getting her lashes done is Shara. So she's saying hello. And what you're gonna do is, you can go ahead and close. What you're gonna do is, when you're doing your consultation for the lashes, you're going to take a look at not only the eye shape, but the skin type. That way you can advise your client whether they want to, how much care of their lashes they should take. Everybody should be washing their lashes, but depending on your skin type, whether it's oily or whether it's dry, or you might have combination skin, but around the eye area particularly, what does the client have? So the other thing you want to take a look at is the eye shape. Here she has, I would say her eye shape is a little bit more narrow. Some people have like wider sets of eyes. Some people have more narrow sets of eyes. I see here she has a more narrow set of eyes. And if you go with too tight of a curl, so maybe like a D curl, it might look a little funny. I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. But probably you've seen some people, if you really pay attention to eyelash sets, you want to open her eyes. That's the trick. And so if you go with a looser curl, the C curl is usually the average curl that people use. I know now they do, like a looser curl. You can do a B curl for her, but I don't even think a B curl is necessary for her eye set. The C curl is probably the most appropriate here. If she wanted a more dramatic look, I probably still wouldn't do a D curl on her. I might take her up to a CC curl before I take her to a D curl to see if she likes the CC curl, which is right in between the C curl and the D curl. I'm also looking at her natural bed of lashes. So she's already my client and she's here for a fill today. But when the client comes in, you also want to take a look at their natural bed. How full is it? Because the client might say they want a very full looking set and ask you for classic lashes, but it won't be full and lashes will be sparse. Fortunately for her, she's got her lashes are full, and so the volume of the set won't be a problem. She gets classic, and that's enough for the look that she's trying to achieve. And usually we do a pretty long lash here. We'll go up to about a 15. So, and that will really just open her eye. So the key is not only eye shape, but also skin type, so you know the care that the person needs for their lashes. Also, the skin type will tell you how fine the lash is. Some people have more fine hair than others. Some people have more curly hair in their lashes, and long, short. So you really want to do a good analysis of the eyes before you start your set. And as you move along, you'll begin to see just naturally kind of what set looks best on the client, and you take that into consideration with the goal that they're trying to achieve, the look that they're trying to achieve. Before, I just wanted to give you a close-up view of what it looks like before the fill, and then you'll definitely see the final results after she is all done. But here you can see up close her eye shape and the length of the lashes that we're using. So we have our final result here. As you can see, I started taking off the tape. I'm just gonna finish taking off the tape on her, so you can see the final result. And I have lash tape. I have all kind of tapes, but I stopped using the gel pads because they're kind of messy. And this is the lash tape. This is from Japan. And then I also use waterproof medical tape. So close your lashes so that I can mist you. So I mist my clients. It's a good mister. It helps set the lashes a little faster so they don't have to wait 24 hours. But that's a kind of like a tip or a hack. You don't have to use one of those. And all you need is a little goes a long way. If you have a mister, you don't need to do too much with the mister. I would say maybe 10 seconds total, 5 seconds on each lash. So I give it one last whirl. Okay, bat your lashes. Okay, I ask my clients to bat their lashes so that you can see if there's anything stuck, so that you can deal with that before they open. And then we have the final result here. So as you can see, this opens her eye. I actually used an open eye, sometimes called a doll eye, for her eyes. It helps open them up. If you do a cat eye, the cat eye, if you have smaller eyes, some people like it, but I prefer to do a doll eye where it's longer in the middle and not on the sides, for her specific eye shape. And then in the beginning of the video, I told you that skin type is a big deal. I noticed that with my melanin-rich clients that have more oily type of skin, their lashes tend to be like very, very fine. And so just so you know, so you can use the proper adhesive and the proper sizes. You might need to go down and use a smaller lash that doesn't weigh as much if they have finer lashes, so that you can get the best bond possible. So thank you very much, Shara, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. And so there you have it. There's her final look. She is ready to go out on a night on a town with her classic set of lashes, doll eyes. Wave bye, Shara. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. I think her lash set came out super fantastic and she was completely happy. And so I hope you were able to take away something from learning about how skin type relates to hair type, and looking at the eye shape and really evaluating that when doing a lash set. Thank you for joining us at Lash Therapy. Come back next time.